Good morning, Bitcoiners. Welcome once again to Bitcoin for Mere Mortals, the channel where we're going to talk about Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, technology, and the future. Bitcoin for Mere Mortals, also a book, and it's available at Amazon. Okay, let's have a look at the markets today. Again, flat day today. Nothing much happening. Market still stable. Stability is good because after stability it goes up. That's always been the pattern for Bitcoin. And just to mention the few that we got in green is Polkadot, 2.2%, Algorand, 5.5%, Chainlink, 7.4%. Near protocol is surprisingly 19% up. Don't know why. Atom is 6.84 and Phantom is 19%. Okay, despite all that, we are in extreme fear today. Yesterday we were in fear, and we're going from extreme fear to fear, but this is a good time to buy. That's why when everybody is afraid, you should buy. Here's some news about Bitcoin. Another Italian bank is adding Bitcoin to their, basically allowing customers to trade in Bitcoin, to buy and sell. So this is good news. This is very good news. And then more Italian banks will follow, and then Spanish banks and French and Germans. This is another piece of the domino falling. And this is again liquidity, Bitcoin liquidity at exchanges in the last 2 years. So here, above the line, we got positive liquidity. It means that they had increased the amount of liquid Bitcoin. We only have 2 or 3 that have increased the liquidity: Binance, Gemini, and FTX. The rest have decreased the liquidity, meaning that people have withdrawn their Bitcoin from the exchanges and put it in cold storage. So what we want to see is a very illiquid Bitcoin like this. We want to see this and this. So the total, when you add all this and subtract the positive liquidity, the total is negative. It's negative, which is very good for Bitcoin, because it means that 599,000 Bitcoin less at exchanges now than 2 years ago. Melania Trump, oh my God, she's now an ambassador for Bitcoin. Who would have said? Probably Donald is not very happy about this, but hey, there you go. Melania Trump, she just posted in her tweet account that Bitcoin market cap is 1 trillion and it's the 13th anniversary Bitcoin, the Genesis block, happy anniversary, blah blah. And he had posted up like a picture of the Genesis block. Is this good news or not? Well, I guess it's good news. I guess. I mean, you won't. I rather see, don't know, people that are more into finance and technology defending Bitcoin. This is more like a social media personality. But at the end of the day, she's talking good about Bitcoin, and she's reaching out people that normally are away from Bitcoin and that don't have a clue about Bitcoin, and also have a very negative view of Bitcoin. And now these people will start paying attention to this ecosystem and thinking, oh, if Melania is talking well about Bitcoin, maybe we should look into it. Obviously, there's a lot of rich people and from the media personalities that follow Melania Trump, and they will now pay pay interest to Bitcoin. This is not Satoshi Nakamoto, by the way. This is somebody that happens to be named Satoshi Nakamoto. But main point about this tweet from Ishikawa is that I often get the criticism that Bitcoin is not the best, it's not the latest technology in crypto, that in Bitcoin is obsolete technology. Well, let me tell you what. That's true. It's not the latest, it's not the fastest, it's not the cheapest, and it hasn't got any flashing lights. But what it does it like no other. Bitcoin aims to be the base money layer, and for that you need something you need technology, but you need something very stable, very solid in the protocol and in the blockchain. All the other coins, you got Solana, you got Ethereum, you got that. They got more technology, they got better technology even, they're faster, but they are not as stable. They are big, and the main thing to notice here is the centralization versus decentralization. Bitcoin is the most decentralized network and currency and asset ever invented, and that makes it very, very stable. Solana, for example, is very centralized. It could be switched off by the government in one day. Nobody could switch off Bitcoin because Bitcoin is everywhere and nowhere. So decentralization is very important, and to be 100% decentralized, you need to get rid of your leader, and this is what Satoshi Nakamoto understood, and he left the project 2 years after starting. He said goodbye, now everything is set, you already have a few nodes, you're already mining, now you carry on with the protocol, but I'm out. And there is no leader. He left, and there's no company, no headquarters, no leader, nothing. Something that has no head, visible head, cannot be attacked because there's nowhere to attack. So this is what makes Bitcoin is technology, but it's not flashy technology. It's just solid base technology, and that's why it's important, decentralization. Another thing is about CBDCs, digital currencies created by central banks in response to the competition they're feeling from Bitcoin. Well, the latest one is the Bank of Jamaica. A few days ago I saw some news from Mexico. Mexico is trying to do their own currency as well. Jamaica is now doing the same. This is not good for us. This is not good for citizens, because CBDCs are a tool for controlling citizens, basically. But when they release this, most people will realize that they do need a proper digital currency and not a centralized one. So they will flee to Bitcoin. This is going to be good for Bitcoin. It's not going to be good for the citizens, but it's going to be good for Bitcoin. Coinbase executive says that Ethereum scaling is coming. Well, obviously, this is going to be the year of Ethereum. For good or for bad, hopefully for good, because we're going to see before June, we're going to see Ethereum 2.0 finally, and that's going to be less gas fees, more scalability, more speed, and it should be, everything should be really good for the network and for the asset, but there's some dangers there that they might not work. Here it's an interesting graph saying that the most developed cryptos on GitHub in 2021. Surprisingly, number one is Cardano. That means that GitHub is a platform for version. It's like a version control for programs, for coding, and every project that is done in open source, like most of the cryptos are published regularly in GitHub, and is everybody can see it. People can fix errors, or they can see if there's any vulnerabilities. So this is actually very good for it means if you're here at the top like Cardano or Kusama or Polkadot, it means that there are a lot of developers trying to improve the system, and that's definitely good. And also means that there is a lot of people watching those projects and giving inputs and correcting mistakes and all that. Ethereum is fourth, which is a surprise, but I think this is probably, it doesn't mean that Cardano is developing more than Ethereum. I think it means that Ethereum choose only to put they have an internal developing team that doesn't like to put everything in GitHub. GitHub is public, and I guess Ethereum should be number one here, definitely. By the volume that they have and the number of developers, they should be number one. But it's just that they choose not to put everything in GitHub. But then I got a couple of surprises. I mean, we have here Solana, it's normal to be here. IOTA, because you got a big community. Cosmos, Elrond, Chainlink, and all that. There's a couple of projects that I'm surprised to see here. Gnosis, I never heard of this one, and it's fifth in developing. And Status is seventh. I need to have a look at those two projects, because it's surprising that I don't even know where they're ranking now, but yeah, I'll have a look at these two, because to be here is good. If you see a project here, it means that this is that there is a lot of technology behind it. It's not just marketing. Or you see, you don't see Dogecoin here. You don't see Shiba Inu here. You see projects that are more or less solid technology-wise. Bitcoin is not here because Bitcoin is not competing in this technology league. Bitcoin is competing in the money league, which is a much bigger league. So Bitcoin is not competing with all the others, but these others are, all of them are competing among themselves. Couple of news from NFTs. Samsung announces an NFT platform for smart TVs. There you go. NFTs are very fashionable right now. I think it's a little bit of a bubble at the moment, but eventually NFTs are here to stay. But at the moment we see too many NFTs, too many overpriced NFTs. But I wouldn't enter the market right now, to be honest. And another one from South Korea is that the presidential candidate is using NFTs to raise funds for the campaign. So there you go. It's kind of a marketing tool, that kind of thing. And here is the Bitcoin white paper. This is like the Bible, guys. You should really print this out and put it in a visible place in your house and watch it every day, because everything that Bitcoin is all about, all the technology, everything that was written by Satoshi Nakamoto is here, and it's just one page, just one single page, a big one though, with a very small print. But it tells you all the principles about Bitcoin, the double spending problem, the Byzantine general problems, how they solve all these problems, how they managed to get a peer-to-peer cash system without the need for third party, how it's protected. Everything is protected with the blockchain and the public ledger. Everything's here. With one page, Satoshi Nakamoto created a system that is going to change the financial global system. How about that? I mean, how about that? So this is like the 10 commandments that God gave to Moses, or or the equation from relativity from Einstein, that kind of thing. This is a big deal, a huge deal, and you should print this in your forehead. There you go. And now we're gonna see here we got the Fiat System. It's a big wave, the Fiat System, but Satoshi Nakamoto is a very skillful surfer. Let's see what happened. Going fast. He's trying to escape the wave. Oh my god, it's getting dangerous. Is he gonna make it? Is he gonna make it? The wave is breaking now. It's breaking. Yeah, he's gonna make it. He's gonna make it for sure. So there you go, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to subscribe, press the notification bell, comment, and share. I will see you tomorrow at the same time. Bye bye.